Hello and welcome to Upsurgeon Spring 2021 launch event. Today we will be introducing our new technologies for neuroanatomy study and neurosurgical training. This period has been hard on all of us, but despite this, in Upsurgeon we have done our best to continue our research activities. Our mission is always to support trainees and students on their journey to become professionals with inspiring innovations, now more than ever. Today we are excited to present three new technologies. BrainBox Aneurysm, the first neurosurgical vascular simulator equipped with augmented reality capabilities. Anatomy Touch, a new concept for hybrid exploration of neuroanatomy. And Head Atlas, our best 3D atlas specifically developed for mobile use. We are delighted to be able to contribute to medical training on a global level. Thank you for joining us.
After years of sacrifices, we are going to reach our goal, to help people. We are now neurosurgeons, residents, medical students, and we all know that hard work works. But neurosurgery is a very complex discipline, and one of the hardest parts to learn is vascular neurosurgery. Technology is evolving quickly, but the human factor still plays a crucial role, and this is what we have chosen to invest in. Practice in a cadaver lab is not always accessible, and practicing on a real patient requires the highest level of safety. Whether one manages to acquire advanced skills or not depends on how often one gets to enter the OR. Without regular practice, learning curve is low. Imagine alternating simulation-based psychomotor training technologies on a daily basis with standard practice in the OR. This could be a revolution. And here we are. After years of research and development, we have created a new technology that can reduce years of training and costs. And this is inspiring. We have created a formula to help reach excellence, and we are now making it available to new generations of neurosurgeons all over the world. We strongly believe this can make a difference to millions of patients around the globe.
BrainBox Aneurysm is the most advanced hyper-realistic vascular simulator available today. It uses virtual and physical technology to provide a powerful training experience. We developed a hybrid system designed to analyze a case virtually before operating on it physically. In a single simulator, you can operate 5 different cases, starting from mental training based on virtual reality, to manual training with physical craniotomy procedures, lifelike microsurgical manipulation, and clipping procedures. For the first time ever, simulation goes beyond its traditional limitations. Now we are able to have access to unlimited cadaverless training, to simulate a pathology which is absent on cadavers, to improve patient safety and to reduce the training costs. The ability to treat a simulated pathology will change the way we train the new generations of surgeons.
In Upsurgeon, we care deeply about every trainee's experience. This is why each BrainBox has been designed to be used in a variety of ways and to simulate different scenarios. Everything has been designed to maintain high standard of efficiency. One box is able to simulate any patient positioning. In addition, the aneurysm box, like the entire BrainBox series, is modular. You can either add the new aneurysm scenario to your collection, or you can simply pick up a complete aneurysm box. BrainBox is amazing. Imagine having the most impactful and lifelike surgical tool designed like a work of art in your hands.
One of the most amazing things about this simulator is that it gives you the possibility to study 5 different aneurysm cases in one. This is possible thanks to an innovative hybrid type approach. This is a powerful and complete mental and manual training method. Aneurysm Box is our most impressive result.
Like with any BrainBox, augmented reality guides you in carrying out surgery, and in this particular scenario, in choosing one of the 5 cases possible and then visualizing in 3D the vascular pathology you want to treat. Once you have understood the 3-dimensionality of your target, you can visualize it through a scientific craniotomy. And after that, you can switch to the physical simulator, perform your planned craniotomy, and open the dura. Now comes the most challenging phase of all, using the surgical microscope if you are in the OR, or the included loupes if you are at home. You can examine the aneurysm and prepare for clipping, using the clips that come with the kit. All the choices you make, from how you position your own and your patient's body during the procedure to the surgical treatment you perform, will affect the outcome. The extreme precision and realism of 3D models are converted into the most impressive and lifelike anatomical models ever. To make the aneurysm box, they have pushed scientific modeling to its highest expression.
We have conducted a robust and systematic research on the best materials to simulate texture and feedback of a real aneurysm. The result in surgical manipulation is unprecedented, the highest level of realism ever.
We have submitted the result to many neurosurgeons, and it was amazing to see their reactions. We are extremely proud to support neurosurgery training at this level. We're convinced that BrainBox aneurysms will make a difference to millions of people around the world.
When I went to see the laboratory of the Upsurgeon, seeing all the brain, all the vessel, all the cerebellum aligned on a table reminds me something science fiction, like Blade Runner. Very nice, very interesting, and I saw this group of people working on this with such an enthusiasm and knowing that they are doing something which is revolution in teaching, and I think really that this it is. The advantage of this model, in my opinion, is that you can play over and over and see how to approach an aneurysm or another lesion over and over without disrupting it. The touch feeling of the brain, the touch feeling of the aneurysm is something that I never seen. So having the opportunity to play with this is something that for me is really unique. For me, this is a real revolution in training that opened up new horizons for the residents. And I saw that when they played with this instrument, they were all enthusiastic. They can try and try again and play several times with the same aneurysm until they find the real and correct position. And this cannot be done also in a virtual field. This would be very interesting also in lower developed country where the possibility to reach a lab which is so simple, so you can put it in a box without requiring the setting that cadaver lab will need is very interesting.
The human brain is a universe in itself. Studying it means exploring one of the greatest mysteries of nature. In order to discover its secrets, both anatomically and functionally, it's necessary to observe, analyze, and touch it. But how can you have access to such an incredible experience as touching a human brain? Today, the only brain that can be studied are those of cadavers in a wet lab, with many limitations. 2 years ago in Upsurgeon, we started working on a revolutionary project. The goal was to give everyone the opportunity to touch a brain using cutting-edge technologies in a completely new way, with the ambition to revolutionize macroscopic study of the human brain. How? By replicating it. We have reproduced details to a level that has never been achieved before, and to increase the amount of information available, we have created an incredible augmented reality experience designed for smartphones. Making this experience universally accessible is our greatest ambition. The first prototypes of this technology has inspired research groups around the world. Here's what happened. Research, training at all levels, even in school, has been possible thanks to one of the most inspiring results ever. We name it Anatomy Touch.
Anatomy Touch is the first scientifically accurate and hyper-realistic reproduction of a life-size human brain on the market. We have studied neuroanatomy in scientific literature and cadaveric dissection and have created the most accurate 3D models ever. The texture, color, and consistency of the anatomical parts have all been reproduced with extreme accuracy, thanks to the information given by our neurosurgeons and anatomists. Why Anatomy Touch? We wanted to give anyone the opportunity to touch a human brain. Neuroscience has never before reached this level of beauty and accessibility. In order to allow for total exploration, we have broken down every single part and represented it virtually. Augmented reality exponentially increases the understanding of physical anatomy. The result is a hybrid model with spectacular details. It's sort of a technological miracle.
Anatomy Touch has been designed in a modular way. The goal was to allow the anatomy of the brain to finally be clearly separated from the brainstem and cerebellum. And just like in any anatomy lab, we want to give the possibility to observe it from every perspective. It also looks like a work of art, yet all we have done is reproduce the anatomy of the nervous system. It's a celebration of nature.
Anatomy Touch is divided into a physical half with its observational limits and a virtual half, and here is where we went beyond the limits. We can observe anatomy in an hybrid system, understanding the relationship between different structures. It is possible to go into the deepest details, observing neuroanatomy in a completely new way. Augmented reality has never before been so powerful and useful.
Anatomy Touch is another incredible result of our scientific 3D modeling, a new methodology invented by Upsurgeon to further enhance the accuracy of anatomical details. But scientific literature is not the only thing you need to fully understand neuroanatomy. You need direct experience. And thanks to scientific 3D modeling, we have captured the cognitive and psychomotor experience of dozens of neurosurgeons and anatomists who have touched a real brain. That experience is now readily available to anyone in the world. Welcome to the future. Head Atlas is the first app available to the public with such a high degree of anatomical fidelity. This unprecedented level of detail is the result of a process called scientific 3D modeling, a method able to deeply connect neuroanatomy experts with 3D artists. This technique has allowed us to compile an incredible collection of 3D models to create one of the most comprehensive encyclopedias of head anatomy ever. Imagine all the features of a real anatomical model or dissection. Imagine all these structures thoroughly described using scientific literature, and imagine the most effective exploration tools such as 3D sections and augmented reality. The result? Scientific accuracy and all the beauty of 3D anatomy. Head Atlas is the evolution of 3D Skull Atlas, which is one of the leading anatomy exploration apps downloaded almost 1 million times since 2017 when it was first released. We decided to expand on the idea of adding more than 2,700 descriptions taken from scientific literature and many other features. Head Atlas includes accurate anatomical 3D models which divide the head anatomy into 3 categories: skull bones, vascular system, and nervous system, which are in turn organized in 3 levels of detail, from general to specific.
Our main goal while designing Head Atlas was to make the learning experience for students powerful and exciting. For these reasons, while developing the exploration tools, we pushed the usability of the interface and the display function to the maximum. There are several different viewing modes, different sections and transparency functions, but above all, a powerful and stable augmented reality system. Atlas is built with robust markerless augmented reality that allows you to use all the visualization function of the app in an interactive and, most importantly, functional way. Exploring anatomy has never been this intuitive.
HeadAtlas is our most significant digital project yet. The augmented reality features inspire a completely new and revolutionary way to study anatomy. Imagine being able to explore any anatomical model in augmented reality, being able to dissect, break down, and delve deep into the cranial structures, all in front of you on your desk using your smartphone. Why did we want all this to be included in a mobile app so that it could be accessible by anyone from anywhere?